Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. Polycystic ovarian syndrome is also referred to as PCOS. It is a disease in which a woman develops small cysts on her ovaries because of hormonal imbalances in her body. The Advanced Fertility Center of Chicago says that it is estimated that polycystic ovarian syndrome affects about 8 to 10% of women of reproductive age. Ellie and Jared struggle with infertility. Ellie and Jared Meekum are a YouTube couple that started out making videos to document their struggle with infertility. They made a video called Our Infertility Journey where both Ellie and Jared talked about their struggle with infertility and what they did in the past and what they were currently doing to try and conceive. After initially only intending to document their infertility journey, they began to make videos regularly and then eventually decided to become a daily vlogging channel. Symptoms of PCOS. The unstable hormonal balance in women with PCOS leads to symptoms such as irregular menstrual cycles and excessive hair growth in places women don't usually grow hair, such as the face. Women with PCOS are usually obese, but obesity doesn't affect all women with PCOS. Women with PCOS also struggle with infertility when trying to conceive. This struggle is what led Ellie and Jared to seek help from an infertility specialist in their hometown. They tried to conceive naturally for 3.5 years, but to no avail. Ellie is a very thin woman, which led doctors to overlook the fact that she might have PCOS. She also did not show many symptoms of having PCOS, so her OBGYN didn't even consider the possibility of her having it. When she and her husband Jared went to an infertility specialist in their hometown, the infertility specialist performed exams and came to the conclusion that Ellie did have PCOS. Diagnosis of PCOS. PCOS is normally not diagnosed until a woman is trying to conceive because the cysts on her ovaries make it hard for her to get pregnant. When women are faced with the difficulty of conceiving naturally, they often consult with infertility specialists to try and see what the issue is. In vitro fertilization. IVF is the treatment option for women with PCOS or women that suffer from infertility in order to help them get pregnant. The Mayo Clinic says that during IVF, mature eggs are retrieved from the ovaries and fertilized by a sperm in the lab. Then the fertilized egg or eggs are placed into the woman's uterus. One cycle of IVF takes about 2 weeks. In Ellie and Jared's video, they mentioned trying to get pregnant by using the medication Clomid, but that medication was unsuccessful. They did not use IVF, but they did consider it as an option for them. They conceived their first son Jackson through the use of Femera, which is a medication that can be used in fertility treatments, but is most commonly used to help treat breast cancer. Ellie and Jared's success. 9 months after having their son Jackson, Ellie found out that she was pregnant with their second child. They conceived Calvin, their second son, without the use of any infertility treatments. Throughout their pregnancy with Jackson and eventually Calvin, they continued to daily vlog and document their infertility struggle. After becoming YouTube famous through their channel, they decided that they could afford to fund one IVF cycle for a lucky couple. They called this their IVF grant, and couples could submit videos to them, and they would choose which videos and which couple stories they liked the best or could best understand, and they chose their top 5 finalists. Before they were even able to choose a winner, other couples and organizations decided they also wanted to fund IVF cycles. The 5 finalists in Ellie and Jared's contest all received a free IVF cycle funded by outside sources. Only recently did Ellie and Jared find out that 2 of their grant winners are expecting. Jackson and Calvin. This is Ellie and Jared's oldest son Jackson, who was conceived through the use of Femera. This is Ellie and Jared's youngest son Calvin, who was conceived naturally. Thank you for listening to Ellie and Jared's story of struggling with PCOS and infertility.